the last game, make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Mookie Betts at the plate now. That's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Suarez throw to first in time. Mookie retired 2 down.
Batting third, catcher Will Smith.
2 down, base is empty, and up to the plate is Will Smith. Smith getting the start at catcher, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one finds the corner. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases, his 4th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-0. Rodriguez maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
2 outs. Swings here and blasts one left field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So runner at second, 2 down. Pajes, the next to hit. Ripped into left center, base hit. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Freeman on third. Pajes on at first with 2 down. Smash to the left side. Fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Chase Field, and on the hill in this one, Roki Sasaki. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And here it comes. Corbin Carroll, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2 is the count.
Caught him looking for the K. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 homers already in this series.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
And here is Pavin Smith. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And that is out of play.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains 1-0. New inning getting started, and now here is Miguel Rojas. Rodriguez back to work. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. There's one on the nailer. They get 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. And that is the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Josh Naylor.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second. And the Diamondbacks down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in the desert, and now Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Into center. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie.
First and second, 1 out. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Now Freeman drives one deep to right. Back there. Going. Gone. He rocketed that one out of here. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now here is Andy Pajes. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick
No
on
ball,
that.
2
Front
strikes.
shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, DK.
2 outs, base is empty. Enrique Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball.
Outside, that's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
1 down, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor coming on. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Rojas, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, James Outman.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
Ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Now one missed.
2-0.
Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. Taylor out of the play. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, these D-backs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Ketel Marte. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at first with no outs here. Double play ball to second. There's one. Out. On to Freddie. Out. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Pavin Smith. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Outman makes the play, and it's out number 3. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Corbin Burns.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Brandon Pfaadt up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Thompson warming up as well. Pulls that one foul. One away with a runner at third, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive to short and caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
And a foul ball. Conforto on third with 2 out. Next offering is fouled back. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and the lead is up to 5. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. And base hit. And out to aboard. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. They limit the damage here, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Josh Naylor. Sasaki back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pajes sizes this one up, and there's one down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
3.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brandon Pfaadt, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Thompson getting loose as well. Out to short. Perdomo on to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting center fielder James Outman.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, James Outman. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, and a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Chris Taylor now. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Michael Conforto. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Inside, just missed. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that is that. 2 left on. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And misses inside. Now it's 3-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Thomas stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And that's ball 3. That clips the corner. And he walked him.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Man at first, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. Now 1-1.
Man, that's just a nasty
1-1.
splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it costs him.
Thomas over at second, 1 down. Inside, and it hit him. This is Corbin Carroll. And that one fouled off. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Into center and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. It's 5-1.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. One down, runners at second and third. That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as 2 runs score on the play.
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit, but there's nothing they can do about it now.
And here is Pavin Smith. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Thompson, in his 4th year, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That's the 3rd and foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Turns and fires to Betts. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Will Smith to the plate. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
In the air, out towards left center. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
On the ground. Gets it to first. Freeman is out. There's 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Betts scores, and they take a 3-run lead. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman, Kike Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Man on second, 2 down. Well struck, right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Thompson done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Brandon Pfaadt.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Miguel Rojas will hit next. Base knock center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And it's 8-3.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner at first with 2 away. James Outman digs in now. To third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Diamondbacks 3. Back here in the desert, set for the last half of the 7th. And now Eugenio Suarez. That one ripped. And gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series, and they're chipping away. It's 8-4.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air out to center. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Gurriel. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Gurriel gets a piece. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
down, bases empty. Alec Thomas now. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo. Outman. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. D-backs get one on the solo jack. It's now an 8-4 score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the left fielder, Chris Taylor. Fought back to work. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's Mookie Betts. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now a relay to second, and he's out trying for 2. But 1 run is in to score. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. He's already homered here in this one. That's to third. Whips it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. It's number 78 comes on now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Strike one.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Pavin Smith getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the inside corner for a strike.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. On the ground, right side. Rojas slings to first. Third out. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Diamondbacks 4. Back here at Chase Field, all set for the start of the inning. Now here is Andy Pajes. Hit on the ground to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now batting, third baseman.
Man at first, nobody out. Enrique Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there.
Ball one, no strikes.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, and they
One
got
ball,
it.
one strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Smith sizing this one up, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Smith on his way over and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Diamondbacks 4. And we're back. Bottom 9. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss as he was late that
Ball one's
time.
the count.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And a good start to the inning. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Suarez now in the box. Comes up
0-1.
empty with a swing there. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No
Runner
ball,
in
2
scoring
strikes.
position, nobody out. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss
0-1's the
that?
count.
But, you know, it happens.
0-1. That one to first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it on his own. Now only 1 out remaining.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Late on that fastball.
He's had a tough day at the
0-1.
plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's in for a strike. The D-backs down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger ground beef control. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.